Alright. We are back for our Monday morning Fallout 76 stream. I think we are almost done with our Fallout 76 adventure. We're going to start the Ghoul quest line this morning. And this is the last I'm going to work on with this character. And if we circle back around again in the future, I will do another character from scratch. But we're about 80 hours into this playthrough. I have had an absolute ball of a time. And I want to work on this Ghoul quest line. So, it's called Leap of Faith. We gotta tune in our radio. It says listen to the distress signal.
Bandits, everyone. There are bandits in Appalachia. Scary masked fellas with no mercy or remorse.
Party it turned out now.
Out of the shadows they came and took down every one of us in the blink of an eye. I'm only alive because they thought I were.
Defiance ever was.
Because I shut up, clenched my eyes like a coward. Maybe I can make it to that White Spring refuge before I bleed out. Until then, warn everybody you meet. There are organized killers out there, swift and sharp as a knife's edge. They're worse than raiders, worse than anyone.
Worse than raiders.
Watch your backs.
Watch your backs.
Sleep with one eye open. Or it may just be you won't ever wake up again.
Alright, we need to find the wounded scavenger, it says. And he said white. Yeah, something.
Bandits, everyone.
Pointing me in this
There
direction.
are bandits in Appalachia. Scary masked fellas
Bandits
with
in
no mercy
Appalachia.
or remorse. Out of the shadows they came and took down every one of us in the blink of an eye.
Did I miss? Oh, hang on.
I'm
Right
only
here.
alive because they thought I weren't. Because I shut up and clenched my eyes like a coward.
No, that's
Maybe I
tracking
can
something different.
Make it to that White Spring refuge
Well,
before
that's
I
where
bleed
it's
out.
pointing me.
Until then, warn everybody you meet. There are organized killers out there, swift and sharp as a knife's edge. They're worse than raiders, worse than anyone. Watch your backs and sleep with one eye open.
Okay, so I guess that is where we're going.
May just be.
Yeah, we're not listening to you anymore, sorry. I guess we just go down here and see what we can see. Oh, I see. It's got two things stacked on top of each other. That's why. Let's go to the wall. Is that Fallout 76 I hear? It is indeed. The red glow from this power armor flashlight is ridiculous. So cool.
I asked Tannen for a drink on the rocks.
You mean
Literal
I ain't
rocks
gonna
in it.
make it?
A week, maybe two. I'm so sorry, Mr. Price.
Daggambit. I'd hoped to live long enough to see a Brahmin with
Three heads. Toxic says, I'm struggling to get into Fallout 76 because there's too many holotapes. You know what I did? I talked to my community and they pointed me to a Reddit thread, which I don't have on hand. You'll just have to Google it. There is a Reddit thread that has an order of the quests, basically from launch until now. And
Why even
so
bother
I
helping
used
people who
that.
can't help themselves?
I didn't do all of them, but I did all the ones that sounded really interesting to me in order, including the most recent, which was with the burning wasteland. I forget what it's called now. This stuff over here with the ghoul. Burning Springs, that's what it's called. That was the newest stuff that just got added, like in December.
So this is the place that's bringing all these damn people.
And I still have quests that I could do. I'm not going to do them all though. Like I still have all of these quests that I could do, but I'm not going to. This journey started in November for me, and I knew I was wrapping up at the end of January, so it got 3 months. And I did whatever I wanted to do in those 3 months. I'm about 85-ish hours into this playthrough, I think.
Everything is
So yeah,
too
use the
clean.
Reddit thread and
Dirty it up a little.
that'll help guide you, because there are a lot of holotapes and a lot of quests. I mean, you can go down through here and look at all the things I've completed. Most of these quest chains are 15 hours long. Like, I would say most of the quest chains in this game are 10 to 15 hours. Some of them are like 15 to 20. Like the Brotherhood of Steel quest line was like, Jesus, that was like, I think like 5
These refugees
streams.
wouldn't last one day.
So that was like, that was between 15 and 20 hours for the Brotherhood of Steel stuff. So yeah, tons of great content. Go forth and have fun, Tox. Tito Suave thinks Fallout 76 is rough. Not for me. I had a fucking blast. I'm going to be dropping my final review probably today if we're wrapping up this morning with the ghoul.
There's a lot of supplies.
I had a fucking great time, so... I get it. For some people, anything more complex than Minecraft is hard, difficult, boring. I'm not one of those people, so I had a great time with this game.
How are you? Didn't know I'd be having visitors, but gosh darn it, I'll take any friendly stranger I can get about now.
I wonder if they have any chems laying around here.
What hours do I usually stream? Right now. You are here at the beginning of my normal stream session. We're 10 minutes in. YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and TikTok every single day at this time. We also come back in the afternoon around 3 p.m. and do a second stream. This is the day job. I play a lot of games. Follow along. Everything in between the streams on YouTube. Alright.
Why even bother
Doing well.
helping people that can't help themselves?
Seen better days. Sounds like you have too.
Heh, ain't no way I could have predicted I'd have come in here for a gunshot wound. Come out with a terminal diagnosis of something else entirely. Though, speaking of the gunshot wound, it'd weigh on my conscience not to warn you. There's a gang of masked bandits out there.
Gang of bandits.
Ruthless they are, with scarred skin and red eyes like rabid wolves. They ain't human, I tell you.
All the same username. Everywhere it's the same thing. Alright. Heard about them from your radio broadcast.
So you did. I told that damn Harvey I wasn't no useless loud who couldn't even open a jar of relish. You best watch yourself out there. Or tuck in here for the night. Everyone from here to Wavy Willards might as well be a refugee from what's out there right now.
These refugees.
I'm afraid we don't have beds to spare for those who are just scared. We have to prioritize the sick and injured, like Lehman here.
Oh, I'm right as rain. For the next week, anyway. Well, gosh darn it. Would you just excuse me for that? Mama didn't teach me to have radiation sickness in front of a guest.
Oh, is he gonna turn? Thought you were injured in the attack.
Well, I was, but it turns out they didn't put a hole in me quite as big as I thought. Just a graze, in fact.
Oh, he's healing.
Don't let my luck fool you.
That's
One
funny.
peep out of me, and they'd have put another bullet right through my noggin. That's what they did to the others.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't get attacked by the Brotherhood of Steel. I just finished up the Brotherhood of Steel quest line like a couple streams ago. So your actions dictate how they treat you.
Why even bother helping people?
How do I determine what game I'm going to play? I have a playlist on YouTube called How to Make a Living as a Content Creator and Streamer, and in that playlist is how I plan my year and how I determine what games I'm going to play. So if you want more on the strategies of how I play, and why I play, and what I play, you can check that out. We also just dropped our business plan of 2026 video yesterday on YouTube for our channel members, which talks about what my wife and I are focused on for this year in terms of the growth of the brand now that we're into our 5th year. You're talking about if you're a ghoul. Okay, I don't think I had seen the qualifier. Oh, I missed your first post, King Nick, where you said I love being a ghoul. I didn't see that part, so I thought you were talking about like the Brotherhood of Steel just attacks on sight, period. And I was like, no, they don't. I just did their quest lines. So what you're talking about is after you become a ghoul. Yeah. No, that makes total sense. You have to use a disguise. I think that's part of the, like, that's the pro con of being a ghoul is you have to use disguises. How many hours do I have in Lotro? Oh, thousands. I've played it since launch. Same with Star Wars: Old Republic. You okay?
Well, Doc here says I got radioactive blood on account of all my exposure to a radiated ore at Emmett Mountain.
Technically, it was all the radioactive waste that made both you and the ore irradiated. But that's perhaps besides the point. Lehman is suffering from severe radiation sickness. It's impressive how resilient he's been. At this stage, we typically see fever, diarrhea, dehydration, convulsions. A positive attitude does wonders for the body's health, but usually not miracles. There's already significant internal damage. His symptoms will worsen, and it's too late for Radaway.
Say, isn't there anything else we can try? Some sort of miracle cure, or heathen rituals performed on a stormy night? Truth is, I
Heathen
still got
rituals.
a dream to chase. Never thought much of it, but now I've got the Reaper's shadow looming over me. It sure feels a lot more urgent than it ever did before.
Why even bother helping?
I don't want to die just yet.
I shouldn't even be saying this, but I've heard some rumors. A radiation specialist up in the hills, north of the Savage Divide. I don't know what that means or if they even exist, so just take it with a grain of salt.
I think I'm starting to feel those symptoms you was talking about. A little phlegm ain't gonna keep me cooped up here. But I sure am sweating about those bandits. What if they got my scent?
Mitch says found you from your Instagram reels a couple of weeks ago. Like your content. You're very refreshing. Thank you, Mitch. Appreciate it.
Dirty it up a little.
All right. Am I gonna play Fable? Am I going to play Fable? Hell yeah, I'm gonna play Fable. The new Fable looks awesome. We also totally installed the Fable Anniversary Edition the other day. We did a stream on Sunday night. Was it Sunday? No, Saturday afternoon, just for shits and giggles. I haven't played that game since it originally launched. I didn't even know there was an Anniversary Edition. We may be playing some more of that. Stay tuned. Not sure yet. That might be something we sneak in from time to time. How's the Starfield playthrough going? I'm not doing a Starfield playthrough. The last playthrough we did was before the holidays. I'm not actively playing Starfield right now. I'd be happy to provide protection, but I'd need compensation for equipment maintenance.
Oh boy. Well, this sounds like my
Yeah, those
very own
racist
private
idiots can
security.
fuck right off,
Only
Mr. Jenkins.
issue is, I don't got much to pay you with. It
We
kinda
covered that last
sorta
night during the stream.
Invested my last paycheck in the Nuka World Arcade. But I do have this big old block of ore I found on the last operation. It kind of looks like a spaceship if you squint. Quality stuff.
Wonder if they have any.
It's a mighty fine piece of rock. You got a deal.
Doggy.
Jenkins,
Take the
fuck off.
wasteland
Stop
by
bringing your
storm.
misogyny and
Let's
racism
go
into my
find
chat.
this
We're gonna
fancy
ban you right
nuclear
now. I don't want you
specializer
here.
and see if they can fix me up with some new insides.
We're playing Fallout 76.
I'm
Focus on
just
Fallout
gonna
76. If you
wash
can't
that
focus
down
on
with
Fallout
some water
76 and have fun with us
get
as a
on my way
community, I don't
real
want you
soon.
here.
I can make most of the journey myself. Just worried about spending too long in one place, really.
Find the radiation specialist. Hang on, guys. We're banning some trolls.
So this is a place that's bringing all these damn people to Appalachia. Everything is too clean here. Time to dirty it up a little.
One second here. We're doing a report and we're banning. And I'm also going to make sure that we go over here and do this with his account as well.
These refugees wouldn't last one day in Crater.
Yeah, we do not tolerate racism, misogyny, homophobia, transphobia, or any of that shit in my chat. If you do that, I will immediately ban you, block you, and report you. There was another one too. Hang on. There were two people I gotta take care of real quick.
Look ripe for the picking.
Heck, we're not even 20 minutes into the streams this morning. That's crazy.
Wonder if they have any chems laying around here.
Downside of not having a moderator, I get to do all this stuff myself. Yay.
Why even bother helping people that can't help themselves?
What's up, Suze? What's up, Robert? Alright. Cleared a couple of people. Let's go find this radiation specialist.
I love Esme's cooking. It's been so long since I've had food with actual flavor.
Food with actual flavor.
Skippy guy's a little crazy. I can't help but like it. Hungry? Esme's always
I want to find a way out of this hellhole. Let me out. I gotta find a door.
If only Ellison would put as much work into the refuge as he does into
I'm just gonna teleport out of here if you're not gonna show me the door. I don't know where this guy's at. But I can't stand not being able to find the door, so. I sleep 8 hours a night. I go to bed early. Eight o'clock at night, I'm in bed. Sleep by 8:39 most nights. Wake up at 4 o'clock every single morning. Ooh, we're going way up there. Oh, cool. At least we've already been up to 79. It's a bit of a journey. How old are you, Robert? Hang on, I'm reading your chat. Good morning, chalk is cheap. Robert Kitchenman on YouTube. I just saw your question. I would like to ask you don't have to give me just give me a ballpark. How old are you? What, you can tell it to me in decades. You're in your 30s, you're in your 40s. How old are you? I need to know how old you are before I answer that question. I love the look of this. Like, whenever I turn this on with the power armor, that's so cool. Like, I'm gonna be your Cylon. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow, wow. It's so cool. Alright. We're heading in this direction. Late 30s. Okay, so you're old enough to have played a few games before. There is no difference between a paid DLC whatsoever. No difference between a paid DLC and a microtransaction DLC. Zero difference. It's just how you're paying. The paid DLC puts everything into a bucket, adds a price tag, and everybody purchases the same thing. That's the paid DLC. The microtransaction DLC has everything a la carte. So here's the 15 things that would be in the combo deal, but you, if you want to, can choose which ones you want for a different price rate. Is it more expensive to do a la carte? 100%. 100% more expensive to pull them out and buy them a la carte. Or you could just buy the DLC and get everything included for that one rate. It's been that way for decades. This whole microtransactions are bad. They're blocking content. They're paywalling content, dude. And dudettes. Like, I've been gaming since forever. Like, since the original Nintendo Entertainment System is when I go back to. So, specifically, I've been playing online MMOs since the mid-90s. And ever since the mid-90s, DLCs, expansion packs, and add-ons have always cost money. They've been paywalled since day one. That's how game developers can afford to produce additional DLC and content. They put a paywall on it. The only thing that has changed is they have added an optional way to purchase DLC content in the modern era through microtransactions. That's it. No one is forced to buy them that way. You can always just buy the DLC in the combo pack. You can go for the season pass. You can go for the a la carte mode. You can do it however you want. But there is no such thing as a paywall blocking people from content. At least not in the sense that people want to make up this idea that paywalls are new. Paywalls are not new. We've been paywalled from DLC content for 30 years. There is no game that I know of that does what you just said. And I've played thousands of games, but there's not a single game out there that hides quality of life things behind a paywall. When you play a free-to-play version of a game, you get access to the whole game. End of story. You're playing free-to-play. Or if you're buying a game and then have optional stuff. I think what you're trying to say is you feel like they shouldn't block you from having premium features when you're playing a free game or a base game. And I'm not going to agree with you on that, because online games in particular, the ones that have microtransactions, require servers to operate. Servers require storage space. Storage space costs money. Storage space is a premium. So the way things operate in the current era is, if you want to play the game, you can play the game 100%. You paid for it, or you got it free to play. Here's the base game, you can play it. Now, you want additional things, like, oh, you want to make more than 5 characters, you want to do blah, 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 blah. That costs storage space. Who's paying for that? The developers are paying for that. Well, that money has to come from somewhere. So if you want the extra additional premium features, you should totally have to pay extra for that. You want to transfer your current character from one server to another, you should have to pay for that. You want extra character slots so that you can make 30 characters instead of only 5, you should totally pay for that. Because those are premium features. Those are not features that should just be included by default into everything. It's not. Just not. Because those are extra. They require storage space, they require maintenance, they require engineers, they require people to work on the infrastructure. No, that's totally fair. That's because you're taking up their storage space. You should absolutely pay for that. Like, this game is a perfect example. I'm going to log out really quick. This game is the perfect example of what I'm talking about and what you're trying to discuss right now. Hang on, I got to bring up the menu. We're going to quit. Because I've seen the same complaint about this game. We're going to show you in just a second. This right here. I shouldn't have to pay for a private server. I should be able to play that for free. That's what I hear. I hear a lot of people say that. It's like, no, you have a free server. That's what I'm playing on. This is the free server. You log in with other players. Well, I want to play Fallout 76 like a single player adventure. You can, but that requires a subscription because this requires specialty server space that you need to pay for. The developer should not be footing the bill for you to have your own private little Fallout 76 adventure. You, the player, if you want to have that option where you can play with your friends in a private world, you should pay for that. 100% you should pay for that. One save game file is that's a horrible design decision. But I would not complain about the developer wanting to charge for an additional save game file. Because it is like storage stuff for if we're talking online games. Single player, that's a whole nother topic. Where I'm assuming, by the way, I am assuming that we're talking about online live service games because I've never seen a single player game charge you for stuff. I've only ever seen online live service games charge you for features like that. So I'm assuming that's the conversation we're having. But yeah, the whole single save game file, that's a whole nother discussion that has nothing to do with microtransactions. That's just a shitty game development, game design decision. I can't stand it. I like what was it, Dragon's Dogma 2 I think had a single save game file and I detested it. Warframe's actually an online game and they only have a single save game file, which drives me nuts because I would love to start a new character in 2026 and play it from scratch since I haven't played it for years and I'm not willing to go buy it on another platform just to, But I tell you what, if Warframe offered me the option to spend $15 to start a new character from scratch and have an additional save file, I'd fucking pay it in a heartbeat. But that's just a design decision that they've made to have a single save game file. And there are reasons for that. I never agree with them, but shit, you have a rocket launcher? Any other surprises coming out of the woodwork over here? I don't think so. Anyway, we have been paying for content since the dawn of content. So paying for DLCs and stuff like that has never been, it's not new. We're just, the way we pay for things is different these days. 32. But yeah, down with single game save files. I'm not a fan of that as a design decision. No, I want to be able to create lots of alts. Damn it. Why are you guys at? That's not my monkey, not my circles. Good clever that. Oh, I missed! He moved at the last second. What? How did I miss twice? There we go. I even knocked its head off. I've loved my Fallout 76 journey. Like I said, we're approaching, I think we're about 85 hours in right now. We're working on the Ghoul quest line this morning. I've had a great time over the past 3 months playing this game. Also reviewing the Fallout TV show, so don't forget to check out those episodes on YouTube in between the streams. I review lots of movies and TV shows as well as games. I would absolutely play the shit out of a Starfield 76 Felix Dune Rider. I already love Starfield. Any changes they make to that game only make it bigger and better and more awesome. And if you gave me an online version of Starfield, I would no-life the shit out of that. Hard. Like, I haven't mained an MMO in a long time. I would main the shit out of a Starfield MMO. I would go all in. I'd play that every single day, 4 hours a day. I'm gonna ride that Bethesda dick. Give me more, daddy. Alright, we are inside the objective area. This guy might be living in this cave. We'll see. I have played my entire journey of Fallout 76 single player. There's only 24 players on the server at most. And I've only ever come across helpful people. They've given me blueprints, weapons, armor. It's been great. But I have played 100% of my journey single player. You can play with other players if you want to, but you don't have to. You can totally ignore them and just do your own thing. It's great. I already play all the online games that I play like a single player game, so I don't give a shit if it's an online game or an offline game. I play them all as single player games. So for me, Fallout 76 is no different than Fallout 4. Elder Scrolls Online is no different than Skyrim and Oblivion and Morrowind, because I play those games as single player titles. I don't participate in the online shit. I just play my own game. So yeah, that's a... How you choose to play these games is entirely up to you. Well, it's definitely not here. That only... Yeah, but that's a you thing, I can't pronounce your name. Mumuxia? That's literally a you thing. Like, I don't give a shit about gear. Like, if you care about gear, then sure, you're going to want to participate in the online events, because that's where the specialty gear drops. But if you're like me and you're just here for the story, the gear doesn't matter. Like, I literally... What I'm wearing is the stuff I've gotten from quests, and that's it. I have never sought out a single piece of gear. I've never participated in an online activity. I get what I get from quests or drops or what I've crafted on my own, and that's it. It's gotta be this cave. There's nothing else around here. If you're waiting for a next-gen update for Fallout 76, I wouldn't wait. Why wait? The game's there right now. Free to play. Hundreds of hours of entertainment. Thousands if you really love the online building system and everything. Man, I'm gonna have to go look this up, I think. I'm not seeing this guy anywhere around here. Oh, he is in here. Well, somebody's in here. So the waypoint was telling me to go back to the door, but then all of a sudden this guy just popped up on the radar. There might be traps in here.
One more step and you'll mince me.
He's one of them. The bandits.
I need you both to explain what you saw and how you found us here before I decide it's not worth hearing the answer.
I was just looking for help. Honest.
Looking for help.
What could I possibly do for you that your smooth-skinned buddies couldn't hand you on a silver platter?
I've got the radiation sickness.
They need to crank the
I
audio
heard
up on
there's a
these
specialist.
NPCs.
God damn it. I told them spreading that rumor would be the end of us.
So did you know about the specialist?
That's enough out of you. You both looking to purge your ads? Or just him?
How about we all calm down? No need to punt guns.
Don't think for 1 second that you understand why I need to point this gun. Oh, I'll tell it to you straight. I'm the specialist you heard about, but I can't rid your friend of radiation sickness. Only thing I can rid him of is his life.
Asher! Oh, hush. These are prime candidates for the gift of an enduring affliction-free existence. We must welcome them. Disposing of them would be terribly wasteful.
Wasteful.
Now just hold on a second here. Who are you people? And what the darn heck is going on?
Let's start with your question about our identities. Radiation specialist is a bit of a euphemism. It was intended to help other ghouls find us. And other, potential ghouls.
The issue is, you recognize us already, which means we left a loose end. No one lives to identify the revenants.
Asher! Not this time you don't. I have been dutifully searching for those who could benefit from my procedure. Is this man not in need? I'm certain he can put the past behind in return for treatment. Isn't that right? Your name is?
Lehman Prize?
Lehman! And I am Parthenia. And now that we're all friends, we can forget Asher's criminal acts and think about the future. You just have to agree to minimally invasive treatment and voila! Cured of all ills and no more worrying about pesky skincare routines. So, do we have a deal?
Sounds great. You game, Lemon?
I think I'm in over my head here. I wasn't too close with those folks that died, but they didn't deserve what you done to them. Well, what you tried to do to me. And for what? Ammo and scrap metal? But now you're gonna turn around and say you can save me.
Oh, more than save you. I can turn you into a ghoul, like me. And Asher, if he would stop being so bashful and recognize his boon for what it is. I don't go outside, so I don't know exactly what happened between you and Asher, but it sounds like things did not go according to plan.
Witnesses aren't permitted. Which means we need to do something about you two. Figure
Me?
out what that is. Or I will.
Oh, of course, of course. The solution here is that you join us. A safe paradise for ghouls hidden from the dangers of the outside world. It's not like you have much choice. So, what do you say? Will the irradiated one go all in on a new lifespan? Or is being human so important as to die for? No need for a final answer just now, by the way. There are some preparations to make before we can finalize anything.
What about me? Do you accept humans?
Well, no. But if you prove yourself a friend to us by helping Lehman, who does become a ghoul, I think we can convince Asher to let you off. He's warm and fuzzy beneath the frown.
Don't insult me.
Just trust me for now. It's better than the alternative.
All right. It's your life, Lehman. What do you think?
By any measure, becoming a ghoul is a net benefit.
Says the lifelong shut-in with no interest in the outside world.
Asher, you have yet to provide me a convincing answer as to what we need out there that we can't have in here.
Courtesy, human rights, the ability to take part in civilization.
Not much of a civilization compared to what it used to be. The harvest is always richer in another man's field. Or so wrote the Roman poets. Anyway, we are wasting your ailing friend's precious time.
Now, hold on a second. I'm not so sure about this. Look, I am not one to judge too much by appearances. So what if your skin's a bit, loosely attached? But am I to understand it right that you all live in hiding and go out to steal people's things in the night? And if they see you, then it's over for them?
We tried it the nice way. People died. Ghouls. On account of nothing but our loosely attached skin. So don't you for 1 second think of us as some kind of monsters for trying to survive. It was people thinking of us as monsters that drove us to this messed up reality.
There are plenty of ghouls who live alongside humans, so why do you choose to live a life in hiding?
Each one of those is a ticking time bomb. Maybe their friends treat them right. They act as protection. But as soon as a ghoul steps outside on their own, it's free range. A home for ghouls is freedom for us. We don't have to ask a human escort to make a trip down the road. We don't have to watch our backs, wondering if that funny look the newcomer gave us will become a gun to the head. Living out there, the fight never ends. Neither do the tragedies. We got sick of it. Now, for once, we have a place to call our own. I shouldn't have to explain what I'll do to protect that.
No, I sympathize with your plight.
Yeah, like you could possibly understand smooth skin.
This philosophy discussion is fun and all, but allow me to make a proposal. It's clear you need some time to persuade yourselves of the overwhelming benefits of this procedure. While you do, why don't you retrieve the materials I need for it? If you come back and decide for certain you want to perish in your deeply flawed prison of flesh, then there's no harm done. But if you do become sufficiently alarmed by the throes of mortal death to reconsider, then we'll be fully prepared.
Let's do it, Lemon.
Okay, yeah. I like that option. I mean, if it's between a painful death and and a makeover.
Don't take this lightly, simpleton. Living life as a ghoul. You'll regret you were ever born at all.
Oh, so dramatic. What I need is a radiated ore. It's the only material with the right nuclear structure for massive simultaneous extraction. I have the base formula here already, but this version is incomplete. I need the ore to trigger the final reaction.
Okay.
Or? Well, you mean like we have at Emmett Mountain? That should be easy. Well, maybe I could give you my key and rest here for a bit while you go get it. Turns out I'm feeling worse by the minute. Though I'd feel awful sending you to get all irradiated, considering what it did to me.
No way I'm letting you out of my sight.
Asher, why don't you go with them? Radiation's already done its magic on you. You can mine the ore and do guard duty at the same time. 2 birds.
I agree. Let's do it.
I'll watch Lehman, of course. We are going to become the best of friends.
Fine. I'm locking you in on the way out.
Then it's settled. Oh, this is so exciting! Finally, I can perform ghoulification on someone other than myself.
All right, let's go.
Oh, wonderful! You won't regret it.
There's another shaft off the main operation. Best go there and stay under the radar. This key here will get you into the tunnels.
Copy that.
I'll be watching you, so don't take any suspicious detours.
No, I got you, bro.
This way, my dear test subject. To the lab. Where excitement happens.
She's so excited to have a lab rat. Alright, I need more coffee. I will be right back. Indeed, coffee break. Someone said that there's a latency between YouTube and Twitch. Oh yeah, I'm aware. I can't, that's not something I can control on my end. Well, rather it is. The problem is, if I set Streamlabs to use a low latency version of YouTube, because of where I live and the fact that I'm in the middle of nowhere, I have internet hiccups. When I try to keep low latency on Twitch so that it matches the YouTube, sorry. When I use it on YouTube to try to match the Twitch chat, I've had issues in the past where I just get DCs all the time, so, because it's trying to connect. Anyway, So I just let it go at normal. And normal latency on YouTube is different than the latency on Twitch, so there's always a difference. I think YouTube runs about 10 seconds behind Twitch, so if you're watching both streams at the same time, YouTube lags behind. But like Kick, Twitch, and TikTok all run the streams kind of at the same time, so all the chat is reasonably synced, but YouTube always runs behind. Tis what it is. Why do you think I stayed up all night, Jules? I sleep 8 hours every night. 6 to 8, anyway. Early to bed, early to rise. Yeah, my alarm is for 4 a.m. every single morning, and we start streaming by 4:45. It's currently 5:30. I go to bed at 8 o'clock every single night.
Hey, a penny.
Get up at 4. Start the day, start the streams. Go, go, go. Ain't no time to get lazy, bitch. We got shit to do. Real rad roach. Turpentine. That doesn't sound good.
Well, now that that's over with, let's make this quick. Someone could walk in any minute.
Oh, you big baby.
Found your way through that lock yet?
Dude, I just got here. Chillax.
Can't get careless.
What do we got here? Learn. Don't be lunging on me, bro.
Kent, there's a tunnel around the corner. Locked up tight. Must be a trove of radiated ore down there. You got the key?
I do not. Oh, yes, I do, apparently. Lemon gave me the key. Let me get it open for you.
Have at it then. You're taking your time for someone who's not supposed to be here.
Oh, he wants me to stay out here?
It might be more fellas. Just keep them off my back. And don't even think about turning tail. I've been tracking for 40 years. You won't get it far.
Alright, so are they gonna come from this direction? Okay, answer my question.
Hey. I haven't seen you around here.
Oh, great. Skedaddle.
Are you new on the team?
Not on your team. Here for the ore.
I see. Well, I don't want any trouble. I'm just a grunt. I came in to grab some tools. I'll just
Not
say
be
that
it.
Marion hasn't been kind to other scavengers digging around on her turf. Not without joining her crew first, anyway. Hey, is that... Cool!
Just my goddamn luck.
You're not one of them, right? Bandits?
Sorry, lady, but you don't know what you're talking about.
God, they need to crank the volume up with
You
their
are.
voices because the music's
same ones that
overwhelmingly
attacked
loud.
Lehman and the others.
Overwhelmingly
Hi.
loud.
I was out in the trees when it happened, just for a few minutes. When I came back, I saw everything. All of you fools! Underneath those masks! Just a step away from Farrell. Why even hide it?
Guess we've gotten even sloppier than I thought. Look, I'm sorry, Scatter, but you were never supposed to be a part of this.
Hey, don't shoot.
Unfortunately, I've got no choice, newcomer. It's our code, and the only reason we've survived so long. No witnesses.
Wait, no, oh God, wait! Look, I spoke quickly, okay? Don't tell anyone else.
Anyone else? How many have you told? That were ghouls.
A few of the crew, okay? I don't know how many I told. I was just terrified. Lehman told a different story. Didn't think you were ghouls, but something else entirely. Everyone's on different sides about it. They think we're exaggerating about a raider attack. You have to believe me. Please.
God damn it! You think I want to kill you? But one misjudged act of mercy can mean the death of everyone I care about.
Okay, that is really annoying.
The killing of your crew, that wasn't supposed to happen. Most times, we take the resources we need and get out with none the wiser. But we can't afford to be seen. Because sooner or later, someone gets the idea to hunt us down. I can't let that happen again.
I hate to say it, but yeah. I'm gonna use the strength option. Back off. You won't be able to protect your people if you're dead.
So it's gonna be like that, is it? Shoulda killed you when I had the chance. Now we're all tangled up in this mess. I'm warning you, Missy. We're just like anyone else.
I did
trying
not
to
like
survive
Frostpunk.
out
I tried to
here.
play
Keep
it,
your
and the
damn
second
mouth
one. I
shut
didn't like
about
either one of them.
ghouls.
I understand. Just let me leave, okay? You're not gonna shoot me?
God, hurry up already.
I'm not a big fan of games that have forced levels of difficulty. I like it when you can adjust it to suit your story playstyle. I thought the story in the Frostpunk games was interesting, but the fact that they didn't have like a story mode difficulty adjuster kind of made me go, meh.
No, I hope you're happy. I'll be tossing and turning.
Played
for
5
the
or 10
next
hours of
5
each of them.
months,
They're not for
wondering
me.
when the
Not bad
pitchforks will be
games, just
showing
not
up.
for me. Let's get back to Parthenia.
I'll stick to my own route, safer that way. But don't think I won't keep my eyes on you.
Back to Appalachia. Nope. I am not going to adjust the audio volumes for your pleasure. I am adjusting the audio volumes for my pleasure. That's how it works. I've already played Elder Scrolls Online. We started in November at the same time that we started this playthrough. We haven't played in a couple of weeks though, because we've been busy with Skyrim stuff. Elder Scrolls Online is a great game. All Bethesda games are great games. I love them all. No, I will not be adjusting the layout of my TikTok stream. Nope. We are live on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and TikTok. If you want to watch horizontal format, you can watch on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick. If you want to watch vertical, you can watch on TikTok. We are live in 4 places. Everything in between the streams happens on YouTube, so get your ass over there for all the other stuff. Game guides, movie reviews, and more. Let's see how her experiment's going. Caleb doesn't like how you have to pay for DLC. That's funny, Caleb, because we just had that conversation about 30 minutes ago. We were talking about how DLCs have always been paid. Since the dawn of the online MMO era, DLCs have always been a cost point. You've always had to pay for them. So pony up and pay. You don't get all the shit for free. Like, story DLC has been paid since the beginning of the expansion pack and DLC. How you pay for that depends these days. You could do a season pass, you could do microtransactions, or you could just buy the bundles, which is what I do. But DLCs and story content have always been paid. Some of you guys have just gotten used to freeloading for everything, and I don't want to have to pay. DLCs have always cost money. Funniest thing for me is, yeah, exactly, Ring. Since when are DLC pre? Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous, the kids these days.
You sure I'll be okay if I take this?
I remember
stuff?
having 6 EverQuest
Then I
accounts
can
at one
start
point in
a new
time,
life? A good
and
one?
needing to buy DLC packs for each one of those accounts to get to the latest expansion.
Not that any of you will listen to me.
Kids these days are like, I gotta pay $15 for a DLC? Oh my god, it's so fucking expensive. They should give it to me for free.
I'm busy.
You're not busy, Asher.
Is your friend intent on destroying
That's
the
right,
life he
school's
has
out
left,
today.
or what? I can't spend all day watching this foolishness.
The specials are out with free time on their hands. You are full of shit, Caleb. You are full of fucking shit. With Elder Scrolls Online, it's not even DLC, it's the main story you gotta pay for. No, you do not have to pay for the main story. You only have to pay for DLC. You don't know what you are talking about. You are an idiot. You have never had to pay for main story in Elder Scrolls Online. God damn. Yeah, the specials are out of school today for sure. EverQuest 2 used to do it really interesting because they would have major expansion packs that they would charge like 40 or 50 bucks for. And then they had I think they called them adventure packs, which were like smaller, like 15 to 20 hour storylines, and they were like $5. So you would get the major expansion packs like once every year, and that would add new storyline to the game. And then in between, if you wanted to, they had these optional little $5 packs that you could buy. Because I remember like there was a vampire pack you could buy, there was the Knoll storyline. But yeah. Oh yes, we're currently working our way towards becoming a ghoul right now. That's the storyline we're working on this morning. Yep. Thanks, Jim Walsh. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Yeah, Elder Scrolls uses the same model as World of Warcraft, Star Wars: Old Republic, Elder Scrolls on, every single online game out there. It's like Lord of the Rings Online, blah blah blah, EverQuest 2, EverQuest 1, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah, blah 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 blah. It's like, if you didn't have to join a bunch of no good bits, what do you think we should do?
I'll say it for the last time, don't make this mistake. Parthenia's situation was unique, and maybe that made it right for her. But for you, the world will drop out beneath your feet. Everything you know and take for granted. There's no hope at the bottom.
And that's about $150 in today money, Carter.
You're not prepared to be something inhuman. No one is.
Well, maybe
I always like to point back, yes, like they always talk about
other
Street Fighter 2 was $70 in 1992. It's like $150 in today's money. Games are so cheap today.
You're damn right about that. Going through hell with these survivors has given me the most important purpose of my life. It's given me strength and grit that I was never capable of. Not in a lifetime of successes and failures as a human. If you're capable of understanding that, maybe there's more to you than I thought. Stop wasting my time and get this over with.
Yep. Yeah, we were just, you missed the conversation 30 minutes ago, Jim. We were talking about that. It's, DLCs have been, we're 30, 40 years into DLCs at this point. Like, they've been a cost item for decades. They have always cost money. DLCs always cost money. And they have for decades. I will be playing, yes, I will be playing Crimson Desert, yep. I used to write science fiction and fantasy. I haven't done any new stuff for about 2 years. This will be the 3rd year I haven't written anything new.
I don't want to die just yet. But if this path involves a version of me I can't
yes,
be proud
DLC
of,
should 100% cost money. If you
maybe
missed that
then
conversation
it's
earlier,
better to
guys,
let things go.
we're going to be
Leave
clipping that
this
out, and that's
world
going to be
the
out on
way I
YouTube
am.
later today, so stay tuned for that.
Before
The
things
full
get all
conversation we
muddled
had
and
earlier.
broken.
What time is it for me? I don't know, like 5:30, 5:45, something like that. Become a ghoul and keep chasing your dream. There are ways to make it work.
You reckon?
Oh, certainly. Multitudes of ways. But if you're dead, you've got zilch.
It will be a clip. It'll be a full
You're
video.
darn
That's gonna
right
be like, I
about
think it's
that,
like a 6 or
aren't
8
you,
minute
Miss
discussion.
Martinia? All right. I still got lots to live for, and it ain't no good giving up.
But we'll probably make
I
a clip
get
out of it too for
squeamish with
Instagram and
needles.
TikTok and YouTube
My
Shorts.
last crew sure would rip me a new one about that. Too chicken for psycho, they said. Well, who needs to go all manic for a man-to-man figurine scavenger hunt? They'd inject every cam they had and then tear apart Huber's comics like animals. After all that, they never did find the collector's edition. Anyway, the point is, you'll have to stick me with that stuff before I change my mind.
It's an inhaler, actually.
An inhaler? Isn't that no?
Why don't you wait over there for now?
Yeah, it's a perfect it's the
Your
perfect
condition
aspect of needing
presents
to
a
roleplay the
unique
ghoul. You
learning
have to have a
opportunity.
disguise if you want to
So,
deal with
It
humans.
is incumbent on this doctor in training to run some tests before the transformation. In the meantime, I'd like to have a private conversation with you.
I'm going back to guard duty. Neither of you can say I didn't warn you.
Should DLCs be priced as much as the base game? Depends on how much content they have to offer, but the other thing to realize is that the price is the price. If I charge $25 for my burger, and the restaurant down the road charges $10 for their burger, they're both burgers. It's up to you which burger you prefer. But different burgers have different price points, and it's up to you to determine which one you like more. Some people like the cheap burger, some people like the more expensive burger, and some people, like myself, don't give a shit how much the burger costs because we're going to eat at both places depending on our moods, and both places have good burgers, so we just go. Like, to me, there is no difference between a $150 dinner at a restaurant and a $5 burger from McDonald's. Like, sometimes I'm in the mood for one or the other, and I don't differentiate between the two. It's all food. So I don't care. The cost is the cost. As a creator who has created lots of projects on my end, I have had so many people, my favorite are the people who bitch when it's a digital product and they say, I shouldn't have to pay as much for the digital product as I pay for the print product. And I say, you're full of shit, because there's just as much time and effort that went into the digital product. It's a premium product. So there is a cost point for that that's going to be as much as. Now, in many cases, the print product also has the cost of manufacturing associated, which is why a print product also costs more. But the idea that like a digital product should only cost $5 when the print is like 50, no. I've had pushback on that for decades because I've always priced my digital books and my digital products roughly the same. You know, maybe there's a $5 to $10 price difference between physical products, but I don't. It's the same product, the same amount of labor went into it. So yes, I'm going to charge you extra for print because of manufacturing and shipping, but I'm also going to charge you for my labor. I'm going to charge you a lot for my labor because my labor is worth a lot. My time is valuable. The artist's time is valuable. The editor's time is valuable. The production team, the layout team, you know, all that stuff costs money. But it shouldn't cost anything because it's digital. It doesn't cost anything to do digital because I'm an idiot and I don't understand how cost works and I don't understand labor. And that's why you are where you are in life.
I'll be forthright. We need more ghouls. I need to make more ghouls, I mean. The science is
I am a variety streamer, Jason. You should catch up.
Ghoulification cures
If you're tuning in all the time, you've heard me say it more than once that I'm a variety streamer. Yeah, I'm playing different games all the time because that's my day job.
Joint pain, loss of smell, loss of sight, degradation of the vocal cords, and so on. I mean, this is a completely new medical field we're inventing here, and I'm the only doctor they've got. I need data, I need subjects. With application and study, I could treat these ghouls. Maybe one day bring them back to the quality of life that people like
Yeah, it's
us
usually
wish
just
for.
brokies complaining that they don't want to spend money on
More
shit.
resilient to the wasteland than
Usually.
any human, and you could be one of them.
I want everything to be free. I think we did a YouTube video about this maybe 6 months ago. I was talking about how, like, do you also go into the grocery store and demand that the grocery store give you the apples and bananas and everything for free, or do you pay for it? Like, the idea of going into a grocery store and demanding that they give you shit for free is ridiculous. Or like Costco, because imagine you pay a membership for Costco, right? A subscription fee. You pay an online subscription fee to go to Costco, right? And some people think in the gaming space, they think that that subscription fee gives them access to everything for free. And then they get mad when the game company wants to sell DLCs or they want to sell cosmetic items or things to monetize their game. Imagine if you went into Costco with your membership fee and demanded that Costco give you everything for free because it's part of your membership. They would literally laugh you out of the store and cancel your membership. Like, your membership doesn't give you shit other than access to the store, aka the content. And then while you're there, you can sample the free snacks at Costco. You could totally go into Costco on an empty stomach and fill yourself up on free snacks. Totally can. Not an issue. They don't give a shit. You can sample, walk down the aisles for 2 hours and sample everything that there is to sample, and you will fill your stomach and get all your food for free. But if you want to buy a steak, or you want to buy some cheese, or you want to buy a thing of yogurt, or you want to buy some peanut butter, you got to pay money. The benefit you get from having a subscription is you get a discount on it. It's not rocket science. It's not fucking rocket science. Or going to the grocery store for apple juice, buying the apples, and then complaining that you don't get the juicer for free. What's up, Allie? Oh, you joined at the perfect time, Allie. We are dealing with some special needs kids this morning. Sign me up.
Finally! Someone who sees reason! You are a very promising individual. Generosity to help a friend, initiative to track down a rumor, bravery to face us, and dependability in getting the job done. It takes a certain acumen to embody such a wildly admired attribute.
Widely admired.
And to embark into the pinnacle of modern science. to give up what you know and embrace the benefits of a new evolution. I wouldn't be alive if I wasn't a ghoul. We are built to survive. We can do things no one else can. Who wouldn't want that resilience? Well then, give me your answer. Will you take the leap to become a lean, mean, radiation-eating machine?
Damn straight. All right, ghoulification time, kids. I get to choose some stuff now, which is awesome. Every day could be your birthday. Oh no, I have to pay for the snakes too. Are digital books full ownership? No. Even your print books aren't necessarily ownership the way a lot of people think they are. A lot of people think that if I own something, I could do anything I want with it. No, you are only licensing the right to use that for your personal needs. So the moment you try to if you try to sell copies of a book, you're immediately breaching trademark law, copyright law, all sorts of stuff. You can get in deep shit for that. You have the right to read the book, give it to your friend to read if you would like to, but you don't have the right to do anything other than that. So most digital books these days are going to be locked to your device. If you're doing like a Kindle version, it's going to be locked to your Kindle. So it's locked to your reader. So you could loan your friend your Kindle and they can read the book on your Kindle device, but you cannot give them a copy of your digital book because they need to go out and buy one for their device. So, what's up, Devon? What are the drawbacks for becoming a ghoul? We're about to find out. Transform into a ghoul for a unique gameplay experience. Use Parthenia's device to leave your humanity behind. Harness rads to power new perks and abilities. Miss your old self? You can go back to the main menu and change yourself back into a human. So it's not a permanent thing. I do know that you have to use disguises to talk to people after this, and like the Brotherhood of Steel will shoot you on sight and stuff. I have some questions we can ask maybe a little bit.
Well then, what are they?
What are the benefits and downsides? Oh, so they have just a pop-up. This is awesome. Pros, new perk exclusive to ghouls. New legendary perks. You can heal from radiation. You have radiation unique perks and abilities. Disease immunity. Never get hungry or thirsty. Rads do not reduce max HP. However, some perks are disabled. You must disguise to interact with certain factions. Disguises require talking to a specialist. And you have to manage your sanity with chems. Permanent negative 10 to charisma. That's awesome. Dun, 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 dun. There is no such thing as a game being cut in half to take advantage of its fan base. That's pure propaganda. If I am a business, I have the right to make money. Some people, like, I'm gonna be a little harsh on that really quick. Some of you have never run a business, and it's very obvious. If you run a business, your entire operating agenda is to make money. That is what you're doing if you go into business. Your objective is to make money. You want to make as much money as possible because making more money means that you can grow your business, have more employees, pay your employees well, give your employees full benefits, and profit the people who started the business. So obviously you want to profit as much as possible. So when I am in business for profit, which is every business on the face of the planet, including your fucking church that you go to if you go to church, every single business on the planet is going to do whatever they can to make more money. That's capitalism. That's the world we live in. So, duh. But there's no such thing as someone maliciously, like, this idea that, like, every company is maliciously trying to take advantage of its fan base. That's just propaganda. You need to get that out of your head. Do some companies do that? Yes. 100%. Big corporations are scummy, scazzy, nasty, shitty corporations where people like Bobby Kotick make hundreds of millions of dollars, while you have people making 50 grand a year working overtime and crunch all the time. That shit definitely exists, but it is not the standard by which every fucking company needs to be judged, because it's just not true. The problem is that when I start a business and I'm a small mom and pop person with 15 employees, suddenly everyone looks at me and says that I'm evil because I make a game and I decide that I'm going to break it up at the beginning, and I'm going to have a base game here, and I'm going to have 2 DLCs that we bundle together as part of an Ultimate Edition, and then we sell as pre-orders an Ultimate Edition, a Standard Edition, and a Deluxe Edition. And then we also include a Season Pass for the people who want to pay for it that way, with other perks along the way, and a cash shop that's in there as well for people who want cosmetics and stuff. And people look at that and they'll be like, oh my god, you're evil, you're purposefully and maliciously splitting the content. Come on. Like, I am trying to maximize my profit. Like, not every single business is a corrupt corporation trying to fuck you out of your money. Sometimes it's just mom and pop organizations trying to make a buck so that they can pay their employees a livable fucking wage. And honestly, I get sick of hearing that shit, to be honest with you. Like, I'm being a little blunt right now because I'm, it's silly. It's silly. Like, it's okay to be skeptical. It's okay to look at big corporations with CEOs that make hundreds of millions of dollars and be like, that's nasty and evil and gross. It is nasty and evil and gross. But you can't judge every single company by the same measure. That shows a lack of intelligence and a lack of understanding how business operates. Go start a business tomorrow. Start a business. Good luck. You'll quickly find that you're going to try to find all sorts of creative ways to maximize your profit because you're trying to stay afloat. You're trying to pay your bills. You're trying to pay insurance. You're trying to pay payroll. You're trying to pay back the loans you took or the investors that you have on the company. Like, holy shit. Get some education. Learn how to pay taxes. Like, yeah, Lou. Like I said, it's been a wild morning so far. Is this thing permanent?
Permanent? You think I can just graft your skin back onto you? Suck out all the radiation like it never happened? Something like that would only be possible if we had a time machine. Or if this were some kind of simulation where you could select, oops, I changed my mind on that permanent life decision, please take it back. But alas, as far as my own limited awareness extends, we have only this fleeting, chronologically rigid reality.
What's up, Thandar? So if I turn this offer down, can I come back later and accept it?
I wish I could say no to further tempt you into accepting my limited time offer. But in this instance, I am compelled to practice honesty. So long as I have the materials, I will extend this offer to any and all who approach me with a desire for it. The materials you helped me procure should last quite some time. So yes, the offer will remain.
I have an interesting anecdote about getting used to wearing glasses, right? So I have the progressive glasses, right? So the bottom third is for looking at my phone, and then the middle is like for computer. But I'm pretty good farsighted, so the middle isn't really that much different from the top. There's really not any difference. But I will say one thing I've noticed is the eye doctor was like, you need to do this for your monitor and have it more. So he wanted me to drop my monitor down so that your eye line is level with, and I've always had my monitors up high. I like my monitors up a little bit, right? And I always kind of look at them like this. So I've noticed, because all of the games that I play have the text, and I'm reading the text as they're talking, so the text is across the bottom of the screen. And since I've dropped my monitor, I have to put my head down. I have to put my neck down like this to see the text properly, and I'm finding it really annoying. And I think I'm going to put my monitor back up to where I had it originally, because this does not feel comfortable to me. And maybe this is supposed to, I mean, everything I was reading online talks about how, having your monitor tilted and down, and that's the more ergonomic. And maybe it's because I've done it the wrong way for so long. This just does not feel good. It does not feel natural. I want it to be like
You are
this.
keeping me in great suspense.
Anecdotes, kid. Turn me into a ghoul.
Ah, thrilling! The procedure is quite simple. Just pick up that inhaler and give it a puff. You may feel something like a rush of exhilaration. Just over there is a chamber containing a nuclear warhead. It's leaking heavily. You are to walk inside the chamber. The heavy dose of radiation will stimulate the reaction already happening inside your body, and thus expedite it. This will be painless, but will likely cause you to lose consciousness. By the time you awake, the transformation will be complete. Try not to panic when that happens. You will still be you, of course, just improved. At your own pace, then. I will, of course, monitor the entire procedure.
Alright, where is the inhaler? Take a puff, kids. I can't. Oh, I have to be out of my power armor. Okay. Don't steal my power armor, bitch. This stuff's way cool.
So much chicken scratch. Oh, I can use the shorthand before I invented it.
My Hellcat armor is really good. Don't you be stealing that shit. I am a great Cylon. Let's collect that. Alright. Puff, puff, don't pass. No, I'm not passing this one, no. Oh, we did the Enclave like 6 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago. Shake it off, bro. Shake it off. Alright, where's the radiation chamber?
No, that's just ridiculous, Thenia. Coolifying all of Appalachia. You never get away with it.
Is there a button? What am I missing here? I got the Hellcat armor for from a quest line. I'm not sure. How am I supposed to open that door?
Problem I can solve. Well, that's no fun.
Enter
Give me something meatier.
radiation chamber. Huh. I wonder if maybe I need to go downstairs or something, or maybe it's just a different way to get in here. Good morning. What's up?
Need more test
Okay.
subjects.
Para este lado. I gotta go help my wife. This is a good moment to just it's gonna be a few minutes, guys. I gotta go help put a ladder outside. We have a worker that showed up. Anyway, I'll be back in a few.
So many research documents, and only one brain to process them. I must find a way to optimize. Every day is a new hypothesis. Where is it? I know I walked in this direction approximately 3 hours and 15 minutes ago. tracking friends, tracking days. We don't need all that interference.
All right. Had to put a ladder up and help extension cords get plugged in. And we may have some flicker-early lights because I don't know what machines he's going to be running. We have another contractor here taking care of one of the exterior walls, and we're going to scrape it all down and texture it and paint it. So who knows? We'll see. Do, 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 do. Yeah, you have to build to be modular, and it's just like I said. There's nothing wrong with being skeptical, but I think when you get into the range of you view everything as bad because people want to charge you money, yeah, it's the world we live in. You can either adapt to the world we live in, or you get left behind. It's really that simple. I do not know how we're getting in here. I don't see like a button to push or anything. It says inside objective area, but it totally looks like we're supposed to go in. You said radiation chamber. That says launch silo. I don't see anything else in here. Javier says you may need to reload the game to get it to open. We could do that. Oh, we gotta do the whole conversation all over again? Boo. Yeah, it's gonna be nice to not need to worry about hunger and thirst. I don't mind the disguises and managing my sanity. That's fine. I mean, honestly, this is pretty much the end of this character's journey, so it's not gonna be... I'll probably pay a little bit more just to experiment around and see what the ghoul is like playing, but this character is pretty much done at this point.
I can make you.
Yep. Turn me into a
Just over.
ghoul.
You are to walk, and this will be painless. Try not to panic at your own pace.
Yep. Inhale. That's right, Mickey. Straight to the stream after you get home from work. This is the way. Oh, that's right, buddy. Shake it off.
Just look at yourself. Making friends, tracking days. We don't need all that interference.
Ah, it's open this time. Thank you. Thank you for the tip, guys, on just reloading the game. Wakey, wakey. That's right, Allie. It comes back to the point I've made many times. People lose the right to comment on a field they have no experience in. Very much so. Yep. Oh, I get to make my ghoul look how I want him to look. Ooh. Oh my god. I think the first option was the best, so... this dude, do you know who that looks like? Is Deadpool. That totally looks like Deadpool. That's probably a good place to start. Can I do beard or not because of the... Probably no beard because of the ghoulification. Like... The pompadour, oh my god! Oh no! Oh, you can't do a beard with a ghoul? Ah, sad face. The top knot. Ronin. No. The garage band. Anti-hero. The beatnik. I might go anti-hero. Oh, that'd be more like what I have in real life. The slick and sleazy. If I ever pulled my hair back, like slicked it back, that would be pretty accurate. Let's do it. Let's do slick and sleazy. Yeah, I'm not quite that bald on top. I do have a bald patch in the back, but I haven't lost all my hair. But I do have a pretty good widow's peak. Yeah, I think we could emulate that. We're gonna do it. All right, accept. We gotta change the color though. Oh, hang on. Color. I ain't no ginger. I'm not quite silver either. Could go for the gray. Steel gray. I was steel gray before. Maybe we keep the steel gray. Let's look at the eyes. Color. Ooh. That, my friends, is pretty ominous. I think we're gonna go dark. Yeah, man. What about the nose? Can we do different noses? Nose tip color. Oh no, that's skin color. Oh, hang on. That's as pale as we can go. Can't really do much with the ears. That looks nasty. The smooth ghoulish is like he's been burned. Yeah, I think I like the regular ghoulish. We will be playing the upcoming Wolverine game for sure. Yep, yep, yep. Thandar says life is a triangle of time, money, and health. You can hold two, but the third always pays the price. Alright. I mean, if I can't do a beard, I'm assuming that's as good as it's gonna get. Oh no, facial hair. Hold on. None. Never mind. Alright, definitely can't do facial hair. Sad face. Alright, I think... that's about as good as we're gonna get. Color-wise, yeah, I'm happy with all that. Oh, I would love to have patches. Like, patches of facial hair would be great. To be like, you know... I think patches of hair would be good. I just noticed I'm gonna have to... my glasses, there's a screw that's coming out of that. I'm gonna have to take care of that. Anyway. I would love patches of facial hair to just make them look all freaky. Extras. I don't think I want any extras. Face tattoos. Oh my goodness. No, I don't need any tats. Scars? Nah, I don't need any additional stuff. I think we're good. Cancel. Alright, we're still good with that. We're done.
Rise and shine.
You've been transformed into a
Welcome to your new
ghoul.
life.
You will notice many
Here.
changes to perks, dialogue
Yes.
interactions, resistances, and more. While many perks are unique to ghouls, others are restricted to humans. Ghouls will also need to procure a disguise from J-Vo and Radiant Hills to interact with certain factions and progress some main quests. If you ever want to become a human again, you may do so in the main menu, but your ability to become a ghoul again will be restricted. Wakey wakey, huh?
Ah, smooth recovery. Unless you're growing pustules under your tongue, which I haven't gained the privilege of seeing yet. Well, are you?
Thanks for the treatment, Doc. I feel like a million caps.
Fascinating. At some point, you must further elucidate the sensation of being composed of so many small bits of metal. I need to analyze all the intriguing
Dude,
test
they
results
added
you gave me while you were
NPCs like
unconscious.
within months
I
of
suggest
launch.
you introduce
Like,
yourself to
yeah, you're
She can get
way
you all
behind the
dressed up for
times.
the outside world if you'd like to pass as a boring human. When you're done looking around inside, you can take the elevator up to the surface. Elevator's just around the corner.
There's nothing wrong with healthy discourse. However, when you make a habit of coming and disrupting the streams constantly, or you're here just to be argumentative and you're not here for the good of the community or the good of the game that we're playing, there is a distinction, and we ban those people immediately. So just because you have an opinion doesn't mean it's valid, and it doesn't mean that it's something that I give a shit about. There's a big distinction. Like, it was, you know, you're thanking me for allowing you to, you know, have a discussion. That's fine, but it doesn't mean that we're just going to have, like, my channel is not about having debates and discussions. My channel is about playing video games and having fun. And when it moves into the disruptive phase, that's when, no, you're not allowed to have free opinion and freedom of speech on my channels. So that's not how it works. This is my space. So regardless of whether you're on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, or TikTok, when I am live, I reserve the right to determine what is or isn't acceptable for my streams. No politics, no religion, no disruptive bullshit of being like, this game is garbage, this game is slop. The moment you say those types of things, you're out the door. I don't want you here. And if you can't let yourself out the door, then I will boot you out the door. Like, it's that simple. I don't like this company or that company, then get the fuck out of here. Like, you're not welcome here if you have an attitude like that. So it's okay to have an opinion, but it's not okay to act like your opinion is fact, and you don't get to dictate, especially when we're playing a game, when we're enjoying a game, when people try to come in and be like, Bethesda is garbage, Fallout 76 is garbage, Starfield is garbage, Starfield is... fuck off. Like, don't watch me. Yesterday was the guy who was like, Asmongold never takes breaks. Why are you taking a break? Why are you taking a bio break? Why are you stepping away from your computer? Asmongold doesn't step away from his computer. Then go watch Asmongold. It's not that fucking difficult. Like, I have animals. I have my wife. You know, I am on doctor's orders to get up every hour and a half and go outside, stretch my eyes, do some cardio, try to stay healthy. Like, I'm not here to rot away in front of a computer screen. If you're online, you're opening self up to criticism, stop crying. Hey, fuck my nut. Fuck you. Welcome to the band, bitch. That right there is the perfect example of what gets you banned from my channel. Immediate. That's an immediate ban. Because no, just because I'm online doesn't mean I have to sit here and listen to your stupidity. No, fuck off. You've been banned. Yeah, Asmongold has roaches crawling up his walls and his teeth are rotting out of his face. I really want to emulate that guy. Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, sure. Okay. But he's a millionaire. I don't give a shit. All my shit's paid for. I still have all my teeth. I don't have cockroaches crawling up my walls. Exactly, Jules. I have spent 4 years cultivating my fan base. I will continue to cultivate my fan base. But yeah, we have some people think that just because I'm willing to debate them on one topic, or that I'm willing to engage in a conversation on one topic, that allows them freedom to talk about whatever they want, or to be disrespectful. That's the big thing. We have some people who get very disrespectful in the way that they present their discussions. And those people we boot out the door immediately. Like, no. Sorry. There is nothing wrong with, you know, having a difference of opinion, but it is all about respect and how you present that opinion. Because at the end of the day, not all opinions are worthwhile, and just because someone has an opinion doesn't make it right, you know. Some opinions are wrong, period. There are facts that we have to follow. Belittling someone is ugly. Yeah, some people like the guy just banned don't know when to shut the fuck up. Exactly. Yeah, they're out in full force today, tomfoolery. What games do I stream? Many games. I am a variety streamer. Every single day. YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and TikTok. It's not even that there's something more than bad opinions as well, Succulent. Sometimes there is such thing as you're wrong. You are wrong. And Allie brought it up earlier because we have had this conversation multiple times. The consumer who thinks they're always right. It's not how it works. Like, I have no authority on dentistry, so I cannot speak about dentistry with any authority. And if I tried to speak about dentistry with any authority, every dentist would have the right to tell me to fuck off. Your opinion isn't valid because you know nothing about dentistry. Your opinion, here, hang on, that's a hard thing for some people to hear. Your opinion is invalid. Invalid. Doesn't mean anything, is not worth anything, is less worth than the air I'm breathing right now, is less worth than a fart on the wind. Because I know nothing about dentistry. So when you have no authority on a subject, your opinion doesn't matter on that subject. You lack the authority to back that opinion up with objective fact. And that is 99.9% of people who show up in chat claiming that they know things about consumerism and game development and I bought the game, I'm allowed to have an opinion. You are allowed to have an opinion, but it doesn't mean you're right. Tricky, I know.
I should have Parthenia look at this, but
Alright, we have become a ghoul.
maybe it'll resolve itself.
I still have my glasses on. I need to find
Ain't
some
it just
light.
great to be here?
It's just great to be here.
Want to believe.
Dude, where's your poster?
You going to the surface? Don't do
I
anything
have that
stupid.
poster somewhere. I want to believe.
Guess all this radiation's our protection.
I need to find some light so I can see my face in a better light.
Like my shoes.
With my glasses and my
It pains
beanie.
me to say it, but they're homemade.
Don't get too sentimental. It'll make you weak.
I don't remember what it was like anymore.
There we go.
Being human.
I'll never go back.
I'm pretty happy with that.
They'll never understand.
Yeah, I won't be
Whatever
changing.
happens out there,
This is the end of this
I won't
character's
leave you
journey. By the
behind.
way. This
Maddox
character
says
is
this
done.
home.
I'm wrapped.
How long until it's
I might
done?
play him a couple more times just to continue to explore the ghoul experience, because we have like traits and stuff like that that we can look at. But I am pretty much done with Fallout 76 at this point, and I'm going to be recording my final review this morning and getting that out to YouTube
I should
later
have
today, so
Parthenia
you'll want
look
to
at
stay
this.
tuned for that.
But
Stay on your guard.
maybe it will
Anything could
resolve
happen at any time. This is all I have left.
I no longer look like that. I look like that. I still have my power armor. This doesn't go anywhere, does it? No, this is where we were. Here we go.
A problem I can solve? Well, that's no fun. Give me something meatier.
I mean, if I had an unlimited amount of time, Allie, I would keep playing, but this was always only ever meant to be a November through January adventure. And now that we're done with this, we can slot in some more Elder Scrolls 6. Elder Scrolls 6. Elder Scrolls Online. Jesus, my brain isn't working this morning. Elder Scrolls Online. Elder Scrolls 6. I wish there was an Elder Scrolls 6 already. We will be getting back into some Elder Scrolls Online now that I'm wrapped up with this. Probably on Mondays for a little bit more. But we have a busy schedule to get to once February hits, so. What level am I? 54? 53? Yep, I will absolutely be playing Fable. 56. I'm 56. In the meantime, guys, I'm going to take a short break. What is today? Give me 2 seconds. Let me go talk to Chris really quick and come back and inform you, because I'm either rolling straight into a Skyrim stream after this, but we may have to run some errands, and if we have to run errands, I'll be back in a bit. But if we're not running errands, I'll be back in 10 minutes. But just give me a second, guys. Just hang out. Was he hitting his pad? That's awesome. Oh yeah, I'm having great weather. No, my brother had nasty. He had like 8 inches of snow last night, and etc. Give me a few minutes. I'll be back in a few. We're gonna roll right into a Skyrim stream this morning, I think, and continue our 3rd playthrough. And then later today, I will have a review of this game out since I'm done with my playthrough now. It was a great time over the past 3 months, everybody. Thanks for hanging out as we played Fallout 76. I will be continuing my Elder Scrolls Online journey as well, so stay tuned for that. We're going to move over to some Skyrim here in a few minutes. Last night was our first ever Renfail After Dark, so we aired a series of reruns last night. That's the first time we've done that. I'm moving towards doing that every night over the next couple of weeks. So what I'm going to be doing is around 7 or 8 o'clock Central Time, those episodes will begin airing and will air until about 4 o'clock in the morning. So if you miss any of the VODs during the daytime, you don't get your playlist, and you got nothing else to do at nighttime, you can watch reruns that are going to be airing in the evenings on YouTube in between the main streams and other things we do. We are always live on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and TikTok. All the socials, the Discord, the Patreon, the merch store, the bookstore, the Homestead channel, all that stuff. I'll catch everybody
citizens.
in a little bit with some Skyrim, so just hang out. We'll be back in 10-15
Please
minutes.
exit the area at your earliest convenience.